I had to jump on. This was like bothering me so much. So I was talking to a small business owner, and they was telling me how it was impossible for them to grow their email list. And I was just listening, and I finally had to stop them. And I said, "Well, look, tell me, like, what are you doing? Like, walk me through how or what you're using to kind of ask for someone's email list, right? Because I don't know if you saw the last video that I gave, but there has to be this area of of being reciprocal in the value that people feel like they are going to receive in providing an email list, right? That they want to give it to you. So I want to talk about some of the real reasons why so many of you are struggling to grow your email list. Sorry, right? But it doesn't have to be this difficult. And I want to help you break through that barrier. Keep in mind, we have a continuous ongoing 8-week cohort that is email list building for beginner. It will dive deep in the pockets of email marketing and getting you in the process of really growing your business. Okay. So if you are new, if you want to become an email strategist and offer these services to other small businesses, check out the program. You will earn a certificate as a email marketer, and it is an 8-week course. Okay, so back to business. So why are so many of you finding it hard to build your email list, right? I'm going to talk about some really common pitfalls that maybe you're culprit. Okay, maybe the reason why you are not getting anyone to sign up on your email list. People are not out here dropping the email list like talking about it anymore. People have gotten burned through, receiving too many emails, right? People have just kind of, clicked out of the whole email, you know, process, if you will. Um, because everybody wants it because they know it's currency. Okay. They know that if I can get your email, it's almost like getting an invitation to your house, right? I get inside, you're comfortable, you're relaxed. Now I got your attention. And so people are very, very stingy in some cases with the email. So you have to be a little bit more clever than just simply saying, sign up for my email list. What? You got to do something more. You have to do something more. The area, that we want to kind of exist in is in the area of, making certain that if we're requiring something, that we're giving something of equal value in return. So some of the things, right? There may be a lack of compelling opt-in offers. Simply asking your visitor on a website, hey, sign up for free updates, that's not going to be enough. Okay. People need to feel a strong incentive whenever they're, asked to give their email. So you want to use lead magnets such as free guides, discounts, exclusive contents, right? You want to give something that is going to be of value, right? So, for example, offering a download, right, like for a checklist for new subscribers can significantly boost your sign up. As a matter of fact, this email in the show notes or descriptions, whichever you choose to call it, there is a option for you to download a checklist for making perfect or better email copy. I'm just saying, you may want to go get it. Anyway, the other thing, right, that could potentially be one of the reasons why you are finding it difficult for people to say yes to giving you their email is that there may be some unclear value propositions. So if your subscriber don't immediately see what's in it for them, if your sign up form doesn't clearly state what they're going to get, like get weekly tips to boost your productivity, right? Instead of a vague subscribe to my newsletter. Okay, well, what's going to be in your newsletter? Number 3, not prioritizing list growth, right? So we don't want to treat our lists like, it's an afterthought. Like, we got all of these great products, we got all of these great services, like people are popping in and out of your space. And we realize at the end, right? Like I talk about a lot with you renting your subscribers out on your social media platforms. I talk about it all the time. You don't want to do that. You don't want your email to be a second thought. You are, of course, offering content on these platforms, and the platform is for free. They do spend a lot of time making certain that the algorithm is, feeding people the information they want, but you need to also be able to control your messaging to your audience. And the easiest way to do that is through email marketing. So don't let it be an afterthought, right? Don't let email list building be an afterthought. You want to make it a priority. Okay. And that is through consistently promoting your list across channel for every channel that you're on. And this is because you want to establish the stability, the consistency, and you want that steady growth. All right. Generic messaging. Ugh. If I just said that those social media platforms are spending a lot of money on making certain that people are getting the kind of information that they want, then that means you can't give people generic messaging because it's going to land nowhere. Okay. And it landing, I'm sorry, I'm checking out, doing something really quickly, but if it is landing nowhere, that means that no one is going to be able to enjoy that. It could, so we don't want generic type messaging. That one size fit all approach, it doesn't work. It really doesn't work. So you want to tailor your offers and your message to the specific needs and the interests of your audience. Okay. For instance, if someone is reading a blog post, and blogs, they do still exist. Even though people like myself like to talk to you, people are still writing. So blogs still are a thing. And if you have a blog and you're giving, things like resume tips or offering a free resume template, this is a perfect way for you to allow them to opt into your email account, your email list, right? That is called, all right. And then of course you want to remove any kind of technical barriers. Okay. Complicated sign up forms, like honestly, depending on your niche or your actual industry that you're servicing or that you're providing services in, your name and the email address is sufficient. You may even want to throw in there a phone number because at some point you may want to kind of upgrade to text messaging and those types of things. But you want it to be as uncomplicated as possible. So make certain that it is something that is quick and easy for someone to fill out and, move on. And when it's easy and when it's quick, there's not a lot of decision making that has to take place. And so people can deal with providing information when it's not. So I'm going to give you an example. I got a couple of examples that I want to kind of talk to you about. So there was this food blogger, and they were struggling to grow their email list. And so they switched from what we talked about, which was a generic type subscribe box, to offering something of value. Now, keep in mind, this is a food blogger. So those people who are, tapping into their content is going to be people who are concerned about meal prep food. So as an offer, they decided to say, let's have 7 day, in order to, they decided to offer a 7 day meal plan as a lead magnet. And she added, the exit intent, it pops up when they go to the blog, and the individuals who is out there can actually, sign up. So you want to make sure that you are leveraging your existing network. You want to ask your current subscribers to forward your emails or to share them with friends. And you want to incentivize them for referrals. You want to host webinars and events, and you want to require email registration for access, provide value up front, and then deliver what you promise. You want to make certain that you send welcome emails. Nothing's worse, and I'm going to say worse, than signing up for, whatever it is, and you send it to them, and then there's nothing after that. And then we get mad because they're not engaged. Well, how are they going to be engaged with your community if you are not talking to them? So you want to make sure that you have some kind of a welcome series set up for any kind of new subscriber, introduce your brand, and essentially just kind of get them used to, how you operate. And then how to turn your email list into a thriving community and a powerful business asset, because that's what we want. Okay. So personalized communication, address subscribers by their first name, encourage engagement, ask questions. All right. Invite feedback. Offer exclusive content and benefits. Okay, just make subscribers feel special with every access, with discounts, with member only resources, those types of things. Facilitate connections, right? Create opportunities for your subscribers to interact, such as through a Facebook group or other forums. Like, I really like text and voice type communities. I do have a Facebook community, but I'm really not. It's a lot of work to do Facebook. So I'm not that person, but I will text, right? So they have plenty of those types of opportunities for you to grow your community there. Cultivate positive culture and foster that encouragement, support within your community. And then lastly, regularly clean and segment your list. So cleaning your list means that you're taking those individuals who have not responded to your email in months off. And you're not throwing them away. You're just moving them to an inactive list. Okay. And then you want to segment. So if somebody, signed up because they were interested in pizza, you want to keep them in the pizza area. If someone signed up because they were interested in cake, you want to keep them in the cake area. And if someone signed up because they was interested in vacations, you want to keep them in the vacation area. So segment. All right. You want to just ensure that you are really following a really good strategy for making certain that you can build an email list that is going to be, valuable to your business, and that email list is valuable to the people who are signing up for it. Okay. Again, I want to just kind of highlight three things that's going on. So the very first thing is that you always are welcome to apply to the 8-week cohort, email marketing for beginners. The information is inside of the show notes and or chat description. I'm sorry. Also, you want to make certain that you check us out for our free 5-day accelerator for your lead magnet. Yes, you want to do that. Okay. And then lastly, if you are tired of your old website, or your social media page is just like not getting the love it deserves, we have an amazing bundle. It's called the business bundle. It is a done for you starter kit for basically revamping your business website, social media pages, and you get 30 days of content. Blank, 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 blank. Okay. So you definitely want to check us out and learn more about that. The link for that is also in the chat. And with that, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Hopefully you stuck around the whole entire time. If so, be sure to share the video, subscribe if you're not a subscriber, and definitely give me a thumbs up for that like.